Good day. It's Mike Duffy checking in from Don't Get Hacked and MupoEntertainment.com. I'm just trying to get the Instagram live going here. And then, yeah, okay. I think we're good. Um, did I take a picture of what I was going to talk about? No, whatever. I was prepared for live. Okay, 9:50 p.m. January 8th, 2024. Daily live stream, Diary of a Hacker. It's Mike Duffy here, checking in from DontGetHacked.ca. I have a cybersecurity company where we help people with their technology. At the end of the day, that's what we do. No matter if your computer's slow, no matter if your passwords are weak, no matter if you've been hacked out of something, we are here to help educate you and give you professional, friendly advice to help you make sense of the changing technology world out there, because it's really easy to get left behind, forgotten, your security out of date. It's just sometimes you want proper answers about your technology, good vibes, and you're not sure where to turn to. You may be used to looking on YouTube for content, or checking with your friends, or checking out with the person who has a technology store in your area, and maybe you're looking for some more help, advice. That's what I'm my whole purpose with DontGetHacked.ca is to educate people on how we can solve their technology problems and make their lives stress-free. Of course, with technology, I'm going to be talking about backups, strong passwords, and backups. We want to make sure all your data is backed up, and we want to make sure your computer is actually functioning properly. And that is a lot of our job, is diagnosing what is going wrong with your stuff and fixing it. So a rundown for Monday: 2 on-site service calls. So first one, um, printing issues, Microsoft Word issues, file associate, like somebody running a business and just, 5 or 6 issues going on with their computer, solve them all in an hour. So it was really quick, and I believe I was super quick and super efficient on that service call. I had somebody training with me, and he was doing well. I was able to beat all of his answers. But it's just from my experience of looking up stuff and checking things out and just learning how to diagnose computer problems, right? There's a printer issue. There was, there was just a bunch of issues, and not a problem. We'll find I or my team will find the answer for you and make sure we execute that properly for you. So, second on-site call, I believe we diagnosed that all of her technology issues she's having with her laptop might be the size of her mouse. And you might think that's crazy, but computer mice come in all shapes and sizes. And if you're not using the right technology for yourself, maybe you're causing some problems. So my technician was able to diagnose that the reason the person's having so many issues with click, we go there all the time to help her out with um, frustrations that she's having. And of course, when we're looking at something remotely, I'm using my computer and the most clicks fine. But of course, when people have problems, the easiest way to solve their problem is to mimic what they're doing and say, oh, okay, this is the issue that you're having with your technology. If you're not using a mouse, sometimes people really struggle with trackpads on laptops. I personally love trackpads on laptops, but a lot of people struggle with them. People struggle with using a mouse. It's like touchscreens. People struggle using Android and iPhones and tablets, and just because maybe they're not sure the proper gestures, the proper way to hold these devices, that you have to be really patient with things sometimes, because technology can be slow. And if you're not a patient person, you're going to get super frustrated when you're trying to use something and it's not working the way you expect it to do. So 2 on-site service calls completed today. Also, remote service calls. Both remote service calls ended up being end user complaining about the speed of their Windows 10 computer, 99 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, 99% of the time, it's going to be that your computer is 3, 5, 7 years old, you're running Windows 10 on it, and you don't have a solid state hard drive. Most issues with Windows 10, definitely with Windows 11, is that your hardware is not fast enough. It may have been fast enough when you purchased it, but 3, 5 years later, your hardware is just not, you want your workflow to work at your pace, but when you're waiting for things to open, close, save, transfer, whatever, all we really need to do to make you super efficient is get you a computer that actually works faster than your pace is. Um, Sometimes that requires a gaming computer. Sometimes that requires almost a gaming computer. Sometimes that just requires solid state hard drive. Like, you should not be buying a computer in 2023 that doesn't have a solid state hard drive, but I know there's still some retailers that sell computers without solid state hard drives. So buyer beware. If you're really frustrated with your computer, we got to make sure you're using a solid state hard drive. And I said 2023, I think you got to be using a solid state hard drive in 2024. So if you don't have one already, send us a message. We do this upgrade almost every single day. I'm doing, yeah, almost one. So the first remote service call ended up being on site, scheduled for Thursday to upgrade to solid state. The second one, she is aware that she needs a solid state on the future computer, and we verified that we've put cybersecurity monitoring software on her computer, so we know what the health status of the computer is, how busy it is, and we've also protected her computer with Backblaze online backup, just to make sure that she's got backups. Anyway, I want to go switch back to this. There we go. Oh, that's too small. I don't know. Anyway, 2 on-sites, 2 remote service calls, 0 video editing today. 0. Unfortunately, I did not do video editing today because I got stuck with one episode of my podcast yesterday where the sound is good until a certain spot, and I'm trying to figure out if there's a way for me to increase the audio in that one spot of the video, which might mean actually taking the audio out and putting it through an audio processor to increase the gain just for that. Or I cut it out. So I kind of got stuck with that yesterday and wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. And I think that is season 3, episode 8. So I'm kind of stuck on season 3 right now just because season 3, episode 5, 6, 8. Episode 8 is definitely a pain in the ass. 9 should be easy. 10 should be good. 11, 12. The rest of them should be good. I've learned the ins and outs of recording with multiple microphones in the studio. And no matter if somebody wants a microphone out of their face, they have to live with it in their face, because if you got a really pitchy voice, high and lows, the lows are going to be cut out if the microphone is not, as you can see, like you don't even see the microphone I've got on right now. I've got a lapel mic on. These work really well, but then of course you got to make sure you've got good levels for the audio, and the battery's strong, because if the battery starts to go weak, you're gonna have cutouts. So learning, the best part of a podcast is learning the best recording software to use, laptop to use, microphones to use, like just all lighting. Because some of these episodes I'm recording, the cameras are perfect, they're perfectly focused, good lighting, and then others I'm like, what was I thinking in the studio that day? But it's probably tired or trying to get 3 or 4 interviews done in one particular day, so I just had issues. But this is a whole point of becoming of building a podcast, is learning do's and don'ts with your setup, and what works well and what doesn't. And the best thing is everybody's got a unique story about building their business, and that was the whole point of the podcast, was to interview local business owners and find out what they love most about their job and how they got started and their ideal client type, and if they do their own tech support, like all the stuff I want to know when we're building a relationship together is how can I help you with your, well, how I am going to be helping you is by cutting some complimentary footage that you can put up on your YouTube, where I'm interviewing you and you're explaining your business to your ideal client type. So I think our countdown, anyway, I'm rambling at this point because I'm tired, but I think I'm tired. I'm gonna go finish doing some oh, and we're getting tools. I'm getting tools ready for the guys. So I got a baggie of USB keys, which are Linux and Windows password reset and Windows 10 installer and Windows. That's a Windows 10 installer. I labeled it. And this is a Windows 11 installer. And there's password reset tools in here and Linux tools and just all this kind of the tricks of the trade. So each of the backup technicians is going to get a set of everything. And that should make my life a little bit smoother in Dubai if I leave my technicians with new computers and hard drives and hacking tools and everything else that they need in order to make people's lives a little, solve people's problems. That's what the whole IT world is about, is solving problems. And if you don't know the answer, you know somebody else has the answer, and they're going to be able to help you out with that stuff. So anyway, I got to go do some more work and maybe some editing tonight, but maybe I'll just leave that for Tuesday, right? So anyway, have a good night. Peace out. And we will be posting more. We're just filming a whole bunch of content for our trip to Dubai. So we've launched trailers, kind of explaining the reason we picked why we're going to go set up an office in Dubai for 2024. We've got a lot of people asking us for jobs, and the challenge is, in order to hire people, you need to have more work coming in. So hence we're going to go set up another office. We're going to leave the business here in Calgary in some really capable technicians' hands. And we will just see what type of call volume we have in Calgary while we're gone in Dubai. And then if I can get some clients in Dubai, when I get some clients in Dubai, and do some marketing and some branding and podcast interviews and go to events and all that stuff, we will see what Dubai blesses us with. Much prosperity, many customers, and many growth opportunities, right? Good vibes. Anyway, I'm gonna sign out, but the reason there we go. Just so you're aware, if you're interested in hiring, DontGetHacked.ca for cybersecurity or computer repairs, or launching a podcast on our entertainment company, Mupo Entertainment. My phone number's here on the title page. It's that 403-471-8082 number. If you call it, it's answered 24/7 by call center. If you text it, it comes to me. If you WhatsApp it, it comes to me. Emails go to me, and I'm the one responding to them. So if anything's an emergency, call the 403-471 number. The call center will page me, and then you'll get a call back really quick. Just depends on how the day goes, and that's why I am giving you a glimpse into my what I do on a daily basis. Getting a global cybersecurity company started from the ground up. We started August 1st, 2021. We're just over 2 years in, and there's a lot of interest with people working for us. We just need to help find businesses out there that need some help with their technology and making sure they got backups and technology issues to solve. Anyway, have a good night.